Do you realize how certain employers make you feel as if they are doing you a favor by hiring you? Some of them don't even give you your employment letters or your signed contracts. Some of them don't even pay your statutory funds. And when you ask for them, they make you feel as if you are not too serious or you are arrogant or trying to be disrespectful and ungrateful and all those stuff. Here's the thing, I'm aware of the financial challenges that come with starting a business or operating a business, whether you are now starting or you are in the process or your business has already existed for certain years. I mean, there are financial challenges employers face all the time. But then I honestly believe that that shouldn't be the justification for underpaying anyone at all. And nobody deserves to be underpaid. I know searching for a job is one of the most stressful thing ever. I have been there before, and even putting out an application, writing an application to fit a particular job description, going on to write your cover letter to, I mean, it's so much stressful. It is it's so much stressful. I mean, I think everybody who has been unemployed before and going through the application process, submitting applications upon applications, know the stress that comes with applying for jobs. But then the tendency to accept a very low ball offer is very, very high, because you can't imagine being in the house all this while and then turning an offer down just because the salary is low. Your friends and family will even, they will be surprised at you though. They will even lose hope in you. You've been searching for a job all your life, and now that you have a job, you want to turn the offer down. And especially in Ghana here, where a lot of things have been normalized, especially when it comes to job. There's this Fantastar syndrome, and then people try to advise you whatever job that you get is okay, you should accept it like that, I mean, that kind of thing. So basically the whole point is accept the job no matter how it may seem, because at the end of the day you are working and you are earning something decent. But then the problem here is, it is not as if you are going to earn something different. You are being offered something very, very low. Many people are not confident to stand up for themselves and really talk about some of these things and stand up to their potential employers and tell them, hey, can we negotiate the salary? A lot of us are not confident. But then the few people who do are seen as arrogant or disrespectful. Even some of the employers see you as you are very, very ungrateful, because I mean, you are home, I'm trying to give you a job, and then you are acting as if you know it all and but then I really think it's something that we should talk about and normalize these kind of discussions. I remember I had a particular job offer, and the job demanded very high level deliverables. I mean, there were a lot of expectations that I was supposed to meet for the job, and it even required that for certain Saturdays I had to go to work, and even some hours on Sundays as well I had to go to work as well. And fast forward, after talking about it with the employer, at the end of the day, I was offered 1,500 Ghana cedis.
Wait, what? Pull up. Is it funny? No, it's not funny. Is it funny? No, it's not funny. Is it funny?
1,500 is actually good. I'm in no way saying it's not good. It's very, very good. But then, considering my experience and skill sets, my educational level, the location of the job, I took the time to calculate my transportation from my house to the workplace for a month. And it will surprise you that when I calculated my expenses, it was going to take about 2/3 of the salary. I hadn't added food, I hadn't added my bills, I hadn't added all those expenses. Basically, like, I'll virtually end up with nothing at the end of the month. I'll go to work, come back, and everybody will see me as working, but then I'll end up with nothing. I know some of you will argue from the point of, what about the learning experience? I mean, you're going to learn new experiences, you're going to learn new skills. I know some of you will argue from that point. But what about the motivation behind me going to work? What about my well-being? What about my mental awareness? The thing is, as an employee, you're expected to do everything wholeheartedly. And before you accept the job, you need to make sure that you are mentally sound, you are happy within you are passionate about the job. But then if you are already embittered about the salary you are going to be taking, how are you going to work wholeheartedly? I mean, chances are that you are not going to offer your all, and it is going to really hurt the organization, because in the end, you won't be motivated to even come out with innovative ideas. It is actually something that is applaudable if you do something innovative that wasn't existing before they hired you. I mean, that's the whole point of working anyway, and that's how organizations are able to grow. And so if you're already embittered about your salary and every month you are thinking about how to keep up in life, you're thinking about your bills, you're thinking about your food, you're thinking about your transportation, it doesn't make sense. You are going to help the employer grow his business. And so the employer should also be able to help you either develop yourself personally and then also make you financially independent. You shouldn't borrow money from other people if you are working. It is different if you are working on a huge project which would require you to take a loan. That is a whole different level. I mean, that is your personal thing that you are doing. But when it comes to working, you should be able to take care of your bills, everything that personally concerns you. It shouldn't be that you are dependent on someone else. At the end of the day, it hurts the organization. If you are an employer and you don't pay your employees well, they are going to be stealing from you, or they are not going to put in their all. They'll be looking for other jobs somewhere. If you find yourself in an environment where you are not being paid well, you know that you don't contribute your all. You don't see why you should put in your all. You should go the extra mile to do whatever you're supposed to do. Okay, so those are some of the things that when you don't pay, it hurts the employer, it hurts you, the employee as well. But before you know you are being lowballed, you should do your industry research and really know the market value for the role you are serving or the role you have applied for. If you are now going to search for the job, you should know how much is being paid. Okay, so there are a lot of websites that offer such services. You go, for example, when you go to glassdoor.com, and then you type the job role, it will give you the average salary that you're supposed to take. So you make that research and you know that you should be within this salary. This is how much you are supposed to earn at the end of the month so that you be guided. You cannot use your idea or your own assumptions to create your own salary range. There are rules and guidelines to everything. So you do your research and make sure that you are within the right range that you are going to quote to defend yourself. And make sure that you are between 80 to 100% of the job requirements and job qualification. Whatever job experience and the requirements that have been listed there, you know you stand firm in those. And so you are confident that for when it comes to all the things that has been listed in the job description, you meet about 80 to 100% of that. So you are confident in yourself. So when you are confident like that, that is how you can be able to stand against the lowballing. But then the requirements are not hard and fast rules. You may not have all the qualification, you may not have all the requirement that is needed for a particular job, but there are transferable skills. You may have some skills that you can transfer from your previous experience to the new job that you are going to do. So you are in school, you are now graduating, you don't have any job experience, maybe you didn't have the chance to do an attachment or internship, so you basically don't have any job experience. But then the skills that you have had in school can be a transferable skill onto the job that you are applying. You have done assignments, you have been in groups, so you have worked in groups. So you have a teamwork experience, you have communication experience, you're able to prioritize your assignments and submit your assignments on time. You know time management, you know teamwork, and you know communication. You traveled all the way from your region to a different region to a school, you're able to adapt to the school system, to a university system. So you have some adaptability skills. So don't be there and say you don't have any skill at all. You are not a tabula rasa. You have skills. So I mean, shout to those skills on your CV. If you're a worker already and you already have the experience, you know it's a bonus. You definitely have had a whole lot of skills from your previous organization. So when you know these, you don't go with a gong bita and then going to scream that, hey, I I deserve more. That is not how to go about it. You need to be very, very polite, lay all your facts, and then let the employer know that this is what you know, this is what you found, and these are your skills, this is your experience. I mean, you can do the job. Any employer who knows these things, and I mean they know, they will understand, and then sometimes they would negotiate with you, and when you finally arrive at your desired salary range, then you can take it on and start working in peace, and everybody will be happy at the end. Otherwise, if they do not agree, then you can humbly walk away. There's nothing wrong with walking away from a job offer. I have done it before. I did it politely. I did have to tell the employer that I'm so sorry, I wish I can work with you, but I'm unable to accept the job offer at the moment. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody else would. If you don't believe in yourself, you are going to be cheated on. You know yourself, you know you're hardworking, you know you've got the qualifications, you know you've got those transferable skills, you know you're really going to work wholeheartedly with passion and everything. I think that if we're all standing up for ourselves and fighting for what is right and for our worth, those employers who are fond of doing that will do better. Because the truth is, a lot of them know what they are doing. I mean, they all know what they are doing. I think that many of them pretend and take advantage of candidates who are not, who are ignorant. So please be informed. Don't let anybody lowball you. These employers know, and believe in yourself and trust me. You are going to get better offers. You are going to get better jobs. If you don't, it starts with believing in yourself. Let the employer understand that this is a market value, and don't let anyone deceive you. These employers are aware. Okay, I know sometimes some of them tend to say we are just starting the business. I mean, it's just a startup. I normally say that. Then start with JHS people, start with SHS people, so that you grow with them, and then they will grow the business with you together. But if you want an experienced person who is more experienced, then you should be ready to pay that person how much they are worth. There are a lot of successful entrepreneurs who have paid their employees more than they have paid themselves. I mean, I think it's a whole lot of sacrifice. You want an experienced person to handle your business, then you should be ready to make that sacrifice so that the person will come on board and work wholeheartedly. So we all need each other. Okay, so all I'm saying is believe in yourself. Don't let anyone lowball you. But it all depends on you if you want to take that job or not. It all depends on you. This is my opinion. I personally think nobody should be underpaid. And so I just thought that I would share it with you in case you find it helpful at all. If you haven't subscribed and still won't subscribe, I still wish you the best. Thank you so much and do have a wonderful day.